Okay. We're live. Hello, everybody. It's about fucking time. Sorry I'm late. Well, I wonder what kind of turnout we'll get tonight, given that we are 40 minutes late already, and we haven't even started playing the game. I guess we'll see who turns up. It's Farm Sim Friday. We're going to be playing some Farming Simulator and some Stardew Valley. I'm going to go ahead and get Farming Sim launched straight away since we are already very late today. Partially through my own fault and partially because OBS decided to play silly buggers. Oh, I've got a feeling we're in for a slow one. Okay, here we go. Let's just switch straight over to the game. There we go. Couple of mobs need updating. I'll just get those done. By the time I've done that, we might actually have a few people here. Hi Dagger, how you doing? Good, thanks. Glad to hear it. Like I said, I'm just updating these mods. Some of them take a couple of tries. I don't know why these ones are for some reason just not updating. They just refuse to update. Oh well. Let's continue. Let's just load up the game and carry on playing, shall we? We're already late enough as it is. Yeah, I hope it's not too quiet today. I know we're starting late, but hopefully we still get some of the regulars in. The streams have been very quiet lately, and it's a shame. It is a shame. We'll be there in a minute. Normally I'd do this before the stream, but it's been a bit of a rush to get everything set up today. Once again. Oh, the music's gone off, sorry. God, where is everybody? Not even STFC's here today. There's 0 viewers on Twitch right now. No Pappy on Kick either. There's nobody on YouTube, but there never is. God, I don't remember the game taking this long to load before. Is there something on we don't know about? Not that I know of. No idea where everyone is today. They're just not here. Okay, we're in. I'm just hoping that we'll get some more people as we go. Oh, the steering wheel glitch is happening again, by the way. Oh god. It gets worse and worse. So while we wait for people to join us, let's quickly recap what we did last time and what there is that needs to be done. So I did... I think last time we mostly did contract work, right? Which honestly, we might do more contracts again today because they were making us some decent money. $8,756 for cultivating field 25. What? How big is our cultivator? Not massive. 6 meters, I think. The reality is that certain fields are going to take forever if we use our own cultivator, but you can like rent as well. We could like rent the tractor and cultivator here. 8,756. It's good money. I'm gonna accept it, and I'm gonna use my own equipment as well. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, I need to fold it up, don't I? Nah, that's it. Maybe there is something on today that I don't know about. It's unusual for us to have no viewers at all in the first 10 minutes on Twitch. I don't really know what to say and do when it's as quiet as this. You know, when there's no real chat to be had. Where's field 25? Left. Oh, back up this road. Right, I see. Let's not have that on. I definitely put the message on Discord, right? Yep. Message has definitely gone out. I should put my music on as well, actually, to fill the silence, because it's going to be even quieter than usual today with no viewers. Just give me one moment. There we go, we got some music. Oh, it's a bit loud. There we go. Makes it hard for you to carry on like this? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't normally like to stream when the viewership is so low, because part of me kind of feels like, what's the point? But I don't understand where everyone is today. I don't know why nobody's here, you know what I mean? Like, I've put the message out. People know that I'm live. I've put the message on Discord. The only thing I can think to do is just carry on as normal and hope that people will join as time goes on, you know? Oh, this is a dead end. Is it? I think it is, yeah. How do we get round here? Oh, right, I see. We took a wrong turn. We need to go back down to the road. I mean, if nobody's gonna turn up, then I might just end the stream early and just call it call it quits for today. I genuinely don't understand where everybody is, but something must be going on. There must be there must be some reason that nobody's shown up. I don't really want to sit here until 9 o'clock. You know, with just me and you. I've looked and I can't find anything on. Very odd. It is. I don't... Am I definitely live on Twitch? I'm gonna go to Twitch on my phone and see if I am actually live. Yeah. I'm definitely live, there's just nobody here. I mean, I'll carry on for another 10 minutes or so, but if nobody turns up by, like, 6:15, I'll just end the stream early. Like I say, I don't really want to sit here for 3 hours if nobody's going to show up, you know what I mean? We'll just have to try again tomorrow and hope that people actually are here. Weird one. I understand, thank you, Dagger. Like I said, I don't want to... Not that I don't appreciate you being here, you know. But when it's just one single person, it's... I mean, it's just a bit awkward, you know. It just feels a bit awkward streaming to just one viewer. And I mean, you know, normally the chat takes a while to pick up, but we've been live for 20 minutes now. We should have had at least a couple of people, you know, popping in to say hello at this point. So it's very strange that nobody has. So yeah, I'll carry on for another 15 minutes. If nobody turns up, then we'll just end it here. I feel for you. I appreciate it. It's weird because the last stream we did, Tuesday, was quite busy. Maybe it's because I haven't streamed for a few days, you know, and also the fact that I started late. Maybe people just haven't got the message that I'm live. I don't know. It's very odd. But we got Simulator Saturday tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be a bit busier. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I've cancelled a live stream because nobody turned up. Haven't done it for a while, but it has happened before. Well, like I said, I don't really know what to say or do, to be honest with you. I was looking forward to today's stream. I thought, you know, we've not played Farming Sim for a while. We've not played Stardew Valley for a while. Sure we'll get a few of the regulars in and have a nice chat. You know, talk about what we've been up to this week. It's been a pretty busy week for me. I've had a nice visit to Lincolnshire on Wednesday. But nobody's here to talk about it, except you, Dagger. Oh, I didn't even notice that we'd gone completely off course there. I was distracted by my phone. Maybe it's time for me to start thinking about streaming on TikTok again, you know. As much as I dislike the platform, you are always guaranteed viewers there, you know, and the viewership on TikTok was always, you know, a big portion of my views were from TikTok. I don't know. I mean, I don't think one bad live stream's going to be enough to make me go back to TikTok, you know what I mean? But maybe it is something to consider, because I have noticed that since we stopped streaming on TikTok, there's been quite a decline in views. Oh, we got a viewer on Twitch. Hey, Leslie Harris, how you doing? Welcome. You are the first viewer on TikTok, on Twitch today, and I've been live for almost half an hour. So thank you. I would try TikTok again, says Dagger. I've been thinking about it. I have been thinking about it. The thing is, when I was streaming on TikTok, my views on Twitch were higher, because a lot of people would find my live streams on TikTok and then go and watch them on Twitch. So literally, since I stopped streaming on TikTok, I've gotten less views on Twitch as a result. Oh, Pappy's here! Hey, Pappy. Completely forgot about today. Thought it would have been 5 PM. It was supposed to be 5 PM. I had a bit of trouble with the OBS. I ended up starting 40 minutes late because I was having trouble with that. But how are you doing? Where are you from, says Leslie? I'm from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. So hopefully it'll pick up enough for us to carry on streaming then. I still wonder where STFC is. Maybe he's just busy today. But STFC is normally like the first one in on Twitch. I'm from Toronto, Canada. Cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Leslie. Did you see the new stuff getting added to Escape the Backrooms? I didn't, Pappy, no. It's getting updated. Just our luck when we've just finished playing it. But, you know, as I said on Monday, we will revisit it eventually once we've taken a bit of a break. So if there's new stuff being added, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Hopefully you're going to be around tomorrow for Simulator Saturday, Happy. We're going to do more... we're definitely going to do more fast food sim. I think we'll play more firefighting sim as well. I don't think we're going to play gas station sim this time. I know it says it on the card at the top of the screen, but I just didn't have time to get it updated. I think we'll skip gas station sim. Maybe we'll just do 2 hours, or we could even do like an hour and a half of firefighting and then 2.5 hours of fast food sim or something like that. I want to do more fast food sim because I've really been enjoying it. Although we are getting to a very tricky level in it now. Oi, it's been a minute. It has, Mega Rocker. How are you doing? You know, make crazy art for streamers. Want to have a look? I'm good, thank you, Leslie. I mean, feel free to, you know, show your work. We do have a Discord server if you want to join and share your artwork there. I'm not looking for a graphic designer personally. I'm quite happy with the graphics that I do myself for my streams. But if you want to go and join our Discord server, there's a self-promotion channel. You can share some of your art, and you know, some other streamers and content creators out there might be interested in in taking up some of your art and using it for their stuff. Like I say, for me personally, I'm happy with what I've got as it is, because I'm quite into graphic design myself. But yeah, we've got a Discord server. There is a self-promotion channel. You can share anything you like in there, any artwork or live streams or videos, anything that you make that you want to share with people. There's a place for that in our Discord. Would be good to have more time on fast food. Definitely need backup. Yeah, again, with fast food sim, the other thing is we need more people. We desperately need more people for fast food sim at this point. We did quite well with the workers last time, with the AI workers, but we still suffered because they can only do, like, there's only limited tasks that the NPC workers can do, and we did end up with quite a low satisfaction rate at the end of it all. So I mean, like I say, the dream is to get 8 players. Can you imagine 8 players on fast food sim? That's the goal. That's what we want to eventually reach. Now, I know Sophie is still waiting for her new laptop, but she will be joining in future fast food sim. Hopefully we can get P in for fast food sim. She's not very well at the minute, but hopefully she'll be able to join us for future fast food sims as well. STFC has joined us once before for fast food sim, so hopefully he can as well. That's potentially 5 players. But if anyone else out there is interested in joining us, we're going to be playing some fast food simulator tomorrow. And we need all the help we can get. It's up to 8 players, so the more the merrier, really. Doing okay. I reinstalled DayZ, hence me vanishing. Oh, fair enough, Mega Rocker, fair enough. Hope you're enjoying it. We had a little bit of zombie action here on Monday. We played some Left 4 Dead. And we'll be doing more of that. It'll be September now for the next multiplayer Monday, but we will be doing more Left 4 Dead, more RV there, yeah. It's a bit too early to start thinking about the schedule for next month, because we've still got another, like, 10 days of September. But I am starting to think about how the schedule is going to look like next month. I'm not entirely sure, but Multiplayer Monday, definitely. Minecraft Monday, definitely. Trucking Tuesday and Tycoon Tuesday, definitely. Which already poses a bit of a problem, because on Monday and Tuesday we have 2 big series that I want to continue. So I think what we might end up doing is having a stream every Monday and Tuesday in September. I think, in all honesty, it might be time for Farm Sim to take a bit of a break. We've been playing it quite sporadically recently as it is. And I think part of that is that I'm starting to lose motivation for it, to be honest. This was supposed to be a multiplayer farming sim game, and it has been me on my own the entire time. We never actually got anyone to join us for farming sim. And as much as I've been enjoying Stardew Valley, it's not... I think it's a game that I'd prefer to play in my free time, than on stream. So I think for September we'll take Farming Sim off the agenda. But like I say, Minecraft... I definitely want to do Minecraft Monday and Multiplayer Monday. Definitely want to do Trucking Tuesday and Tycoon Tuesday. Definitely want to do more Factorio Thursday, because I've been loving Factorio and Satisfactory at the minute. Simulator Saturday, we gotta have that. So I guess then it comes down to, like, Sci-Fi Sunday, I would like to continue, and Horror Wednesday. We gotta continue Horror Wednesday, because we got the Penumbra and Amnesia series that we're playing at the minute. But yeah, it's it's getting to that time of the month, you know, where I need to look at September and think, how are we going to do this? Not to mention the fact that I'm going to be balancing another 3 Heritage Railway visits in September. It's the busiest time of year right now for Heritage Railways. They're all doing galas, steam galas, diesel galas, etc, etc. The Severn Valley have got a gala next month. Peak Rail, East Lancashire Railway, the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. And I need to fit the live streams around all of that as well. I need to, you know, have days to go to these events and still be able to stream. I mean, I've got 2 events next weekend. I've got the Wensleydale Railway on Saturday and Barrow Hill Railway Museum on Sunday, so it's good. It's going to be a busy time. It's getting to be a busy time of year, and part of me hoped that I'd cool things down a bit in September. Part of me was like, you know what? I'm going to put my feet up a bit in September and we'll have a slightly more relaxed stream schedule. And now, as September's approaching, it's like, well, hang on a minute. We got to do Minecraft. We got to do, you know, Tycoon Tuesday. We got to do Simulator Saturday. We got to do Factor. It's again, we're in the same position as I was in this time last month. You might remember we were here playing Farming Sim this time last month, and I was talking about balancing the schedule so that I have time to play everything that I want to play. And we're going to be in the same situation again in September. But it'll all work out. I have enjoyed this month's live streams. It's been quite a busy month stream-wise, but I have really enjoyed it. Backrooms is adding level 421 plastic Mariana. Imagine a big plastic ball pit room. Oh, right. Okay, interesting. I mean, I think, you know, we discussed on Monday my issues with Escape the Backrooms. It's a very fun game, and I really did enjoy playing it. But I do have some complaints. The biggest complaint is it's too long. And, you know, adding even more levels is really just exacerbating that, right? But my other big problem with Escape the Backrooms is that it leans a bit too much on the Backrooms wiki universe, and I'm not a big fan of that. And that's personal preference, you know. That's just me. But personally, I'm not a big fan of the Backrooms wiki canon. I don't like all the, you know, thousands of different levels and, oh, there's the party goers with the balloons, and I think that the game leaned very heavily on that side of the Backrooms, which hi everyone. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, we should be back up and running. I think we're good. It might take a minute for everyone to get back in. Hey Max, how are you doing? Am I surviving over here? Just barely. I just had a circuit trip and all my power went out. But I'm back. I'm back. What a disaster. Heard you're having internet issues. Yeah, not internet issues, just electrical issues. It was all the sockets in my house went off. The big light stayed on though. That's what confused me, because it wasn't a power cut. It was just a circuit trip. So all the sockets went off, all the TV and everything went off, but the light stayed on. But we're back. We're back up and running. Oh, it's just one thing after another today. It really is. How are you doing anyway, Max? I thought you were live right now. Oh, go ahead and get the game launched up again. That was a good vanishing trick. Thank you, Mega Rocker. Just had to check. Oh, you are. Okay. No worries, Max. You get back to your stream. Thanks for popping in. We're in a cinematic? Oh, right. I see. Well, thank you for checking in on me, Max. Have a good stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Technical issues. Yes, thank you, Stream Elements. We've the stream's been back up for 5 minutes, but thank you. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Right. We lost everything, by the way, because I didn't save. I mean, how could I have saved? How could I have possibly known that I was going to have a circuit trip in my house? And yes, for anyone just rejoining... my circuit tripped, circuit breaker tripped, and I lost power to all of the plug sockets in my house. I'm not sure why. Something potentially has overloaded. Hopefully I don't go down to the kitchen after the live stream and find that the microwave's blown up or something. Need to fork out 400 to 500 on one of them plug extensions with the backup battery powered out. Oh god, yeah. Would that I could, Pappy. Would that I could. It's always the way, though, isn't it? Bad luck comes in threes, I always say. First, the stream was delayed by half an hour, because I had some stuff to do before I started. Then I had to delay the stream by an extra 10 minutes, because OBS was playing silly buggers. And then, to top it all off, circuit breaker went off. Oh well, it's not the end of the world, as far as I know. It might take us a minute to get back into the game, by the way, so... What was I talking about just before I got cut off? Oh, I was talking about Escape the Backrooms, wasn't I? Yeah, it's a good game, but in my I'm just not a big fan of the version of the Backrooms that it builds on. That's the point that I was trying to make. Did you order the Wi-Fi booster? I didn't, Pappy. No, I keep forgetting, but it's gonna happen. I promise you, I'm still getting a Wi-Fi booster. I'm gonna need one because I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was saying earlier I'm considering I'm not saying I will, but I'm considering starting the TikTok streams back up again. And if I do, I am going to absolutely need that Wi-Fi booster because TikTok Studio eats up a lot of bandwidth. And I need to get I need to get the adapter anyway because my internet hasn't been great lately. But yeah, if I do end up starting up the streams on TikTok again, that's going to need to happen. And also, just if I do start the streams on TikTok again, it is going to come with the caveat that, you know, any like false reports or any restrictions or anything like that, I'm just going to ignore them. I want to be on I want to stream on TikTok again because a lot of people like watching my streams on TikTok, but it would very much be a kind of just ignore it, you know, like start the stream on TikTok, pop out the chat so that I can read the chat, but then just ignore everything else, like ignore the ignore all the pop-ups that are like, oh, you've been reported for product placement. You know, if I did stream on TikTok again, I would basically launch TikTok Studio, pop out the chat, and then minimize TikTok Studio and ignore it as much as possible while streaming, you know, because it's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way I can stream on TikTok without having to tab out every 5 minutes to fucking appeal another false report. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, it's whatever. We'll work something out. I could tell from the Left 4 Dead game as well. Yeah. I think next time we do Left 4 Dead, I won't host. We'll use the what was the other server mode that you suggested? We'll try that. I'm not going to go out of that gate this time because there's no point. Oh, we do actually need to take a contract before we go anywhere, right? Let's not do field 25 this time. It's too big. Let's do field 28 instead. It's still a decent amount of money, but it's a significantly smaller field. Okay, 28. Where is that? Oh, it's way up there. If we turn left here, maybe? Try and keep your eyes on the road, Saul. Right. I'm not using my indicators, by the way. I never do on this game. Okay, I think I can find my way from here. Now the question is, I don't know if anyone's watching on YouTube. Is the VOD... What does the VOD look like? Because with Stream Elements, with the way that multi-stream works on Stream Elements, when you press start streaming, it, like, in OBS, it registers it as a separate live stream. But I think if you go to watch the VOD on YouTube, I think it'll have, you know, continued on from the stream, the broadcast that was interrupted. So if anyone's watching on YouTube right now, can you, like, rewind the stream to before the crash? Because if you can, that means that it's all, you know, been registered as one stream, and it's, like, resumed from where it got interrupted. Okay, here we go. This seems like a much more manageable size of field, and we have already lost a lot of ground from all the to and fro in today, so we don't really have time to do a big field. Start in this corner. You can host, but the official dedicated option next time instead of local. Right, I see. Locals peer-to-peer, and official dedicated uses Valve servers. Right. I see. Thanks for letting me know. I think we might play Farming Sim till 7:30 tonight, and then do an hour and a half of Stardew, just because of how much, you know, time we've lost so far. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, I do think that streaming on TikTok again, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's worth it ultimately. I know I've got problems with TikTok as a platform, and I know I'm constantly complaining about TikTok as a platform, but oh, for yawning. It is kind of worth suffering through that for the viewership, because again, a lot of people do find my Twitch and Kick channels through TikTok, right? And even though I announce my streams on TikTok, I always post a story on TikTok to let people know that I'm live. People are more likely to see an actual stream, right? And the pre-stream thing I don't think was really working out. I mean, we only did it a couple of times, but doing a 4-hour stream and then having another half hour in front of that as a pre-stream as well is a little bit much, I think. I do think just the simplest option is to just do gaming streams on TikTok again. I just fucking wish that I could stream to TikTok through OBS. I hate TikTok Studio. That's the biggest problem, is TikTok Studio. The software is terrible. And obviously the shitty moderation as well, but I've spoken at great length about that in the past. Hopefully not bad for you, as you'll be connecting to Valve servers directly. Did you find a broadband provider that's decent for you? Still no. Still no news on a broadband provider yet. I've got, I think, 3 months left on my contract now. So it's not much longer. There's not too long left before I am like eligible to switch without any cancellation fees. But I don't have one in mind yet. Would be great if you just had a wired connection, much cheaper and more reliable. Yeah, true, true. I mean, maybe it is time for me to buy, like, a fucking 60-foot Ethernet cable and run it all the way downstairs to my router, you know? At this point, I feel like that is kind of the only solution. I can't move the router because the broadband socket is downstairs. But the problem is, like, really the problem is just running a cable all the way downstairs from my bedroom without drilling a hole in the floor. Which I don't really want to do. Oh, whoa, that's not the right line. You can buy flat Ethernet cables as well. Having a long one, run it across skirting boards would be easier. Yeah, not a bad idea. The thing is, at some point it has to cross the floor or the ceiling. The way that my house is laid out, the kitchen is directly underneath me and the router is in the kitchen. Outside my bedroom there's like a hallway, and then there's a staircase, and then there's another hallway at the bottom. So the cable would have to go out into the hallway. It'd have to go across the hallway to get down the stairs, and then it'd have to go across the hallway at the bottom as well to get into the kitchen. So to do that without it going across the floor, because obviously if it goes across the floor it's going to get tripped over, it'd have to go out of my bedroom, up to the ceiling, across, down the other side of the staircase, along the ceiling on the downstairs hallway, and then into the kitchen. It's just a hassle, is the thing. It's just going to be a nightmare to set up. I mean, it's possible, and it would definitely be worth it. It's just going to be tricky. Which is exactly why I wanted to get a Wi-Fi booster. How long would it need to be without drilling? I genuinely have no idea. Let's call it from where the computer is to my bedroom door is about 2 meters. Across the hallway, no, up to the ceiling would be, well, that's about 2 meters, isn't it? The height of a room. So across the skirting board to my door, 2 meters. Up to the ceiling, 2 meters. Across to the other side of the stairs, 2 meters. All the way down to the floor below, 2 meters. Across the ceiling on the landing below, 2 meters. And then from the kitchen door to where the Ethernet socket is, to where the router is in the kitchen, that's probably about 3 meters. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. About 13 meters of Ethernet cable. If I was to do it without drilling. If I did drill, the kitchen is directly below me. I just don't want to. I don't want to put a hole in my floor, but that would require a much shorter cable, if we're being honest. It's either get a 13-meter cable and run it all the way around the house, or get like a 3-meter cable and just put a hole in the floor. And I hate to say it, but the hole in the floor option does start to sound more enticing the more that I think about it. Right. I'm hiding the lines. I'm going off-grid here. What are you doing? Hey, Sophie, how you doing? Just doing a little bit of cultivating for a contract again. It's the only way I can make money in this game right now. I can buy a flat 20-meter Cat 8 cable now for $28.99. Oh! That's not bad, actually. So I could get a cable that long. I don't know what the best option is, to be honest. Get a super long cable or drill a hole in the floor. I'm doing great. Glad to hear it, Sophie. Glad to hear it. What are we discussing? Ethernet cables. We were talking about connecting my computer directly to my router, but because my router's in the kitchen downstairs and my computer's up here in my bedroom, I either need to get a really long cable and run it all the way around downstairs and into the kitchen, or drill a hole in the floor and run a cable straight down. Either option is equally valid, to be honest. But I feel like... I mean, a long cable's worth a try, right? Thank you for sending the link, Pappy. I will check it out. I'm just thinking, how am I going to get it out of my bedroom, though? Like, how am I going to get it through the door and still be able to shut the door, right? And the same goes for the kitchen. My kitchen's got a fire door, like a big, thick wooden door that makes a really tight seal when it's shut. So there's really not much chance of running a cable like in through the open door, because I need to be able to shut it. At least with a cable you can put an Ethernet splitter on your desk, so you don't need to run multiple cables. That's true, that's true. But yeah, I think maybe drilling a hole would be a better option, now that I think about it. The thing is, ultimately a hole is less intrusive, right? A little tiny hole in the floor in the corner of my room is going to be less intrusive than a cable that's running out my bedroom door, round the staircase, down, you know, into the downstairs hallway, into the kitchen. Oh, there's a deer! Oh, look. Oh, cute. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. I did some work experience in secondary school with an electrical contractor. Cool, Sophie, cool. Oh, there's deer everywhere. God, look. Can you not run through the window? I mean, it's the same problem, isn't it? You know, being able to shut the windows. Like, if a cable's going to be thick enough that I can't shut the window, then I don't really want to do that. Either way, fully wired, you can't go wrong. Yeah. You'll need some trunking to hide the cable, and you'll need an SDS drill to drill into walls and floors. Yeah, don't worry, I've got equipment for, you know, drilling and stuff. I'm no stranger to a bit of DIY around the house. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more a hole makes more sense. I think, you know, drilling a little hole in the corner of the room, that's going to be easier than running a cable all the way around the house, I think. Because, I mean, like, right, the shape of my room, right, my computer is under the desk, sort of just behind where the camera is. So behind the camera and down, that's the corner of my bedroom, and that's where the computer is. Now, if you go directly through the floor, you get to the kitchen, and the router is on the other side of the kitchen. So if you look at sort of where the back wall is there, and imagine, like, the front corner of that wall, if you know what I mean. Like, imagine going left from where I am now until you intersect with this wall here. That's where the router is, but downstairs. So really, if I were to run a cable down, it'd go down from just behind the computer and then across the kitchen ceiling by about, like, 2 meters, and then down to the router, which is on a shelf about 1 meter away from the ceiling, right? So realistically, I'd only need 3 meters of cable in that instance. Obviously, I'd measure it beforehand to be absolutely sure, but yeah. Sod it. I'll drill a hole. I'll drill a hole. It's the best way to do it, I think. Definitely get out of the way, you'll feel much better afterwards. Yeah. I mean, in the long run, it's going to be a lot better, you know. Having a wired connection is always going to be faster than using Wi-Fi boosters and all that bollocks. Three meter option, $7.99. Yeah, I mean, compare that to like a 30 quid Wi-Fi booster. That's a much better investment, right? And it's going to be a much stronger connection as well. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Next thing is just finding time to get it done. But I do think that's a better option than faffing about with a Wi-Fi booster, like I say. Probably want more than 3 so it's not pulled tight. Yeah, I mean, like I say, obviously I'm going to measure and get the exact measurements before I buy anything and make sure that there's some slack and everything like that. God, this field is deceptively large, you know? I think it's because it's a triangle. I have a theory. It's triangular fields are bigger than they feel, bigger than they look, right? Let me explain. So when you come up to the corner, when you're doing a triangular field like this and you come up to the corner, you look at your right, and it looks like there's not a lot there, right? But it's because it's like tapering down to a point, right? And then you turn around, and it expands outwards off into the distance, right? Every time you get to the end of a run, you think, oh, it doesn't look like there's too much left. But it's because you're getting towards a point. And then as soon as you turn around and start heading in the other direction, you're like, oh wait, it's getting wider. So that's my theory. That's why I think triangular fields feel bigger than they look. Question, what's the best way to deal with something that you're very passionate about and love, but also is divisive for some people? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I'm guessing you're talking about horse racing, Sophie? Because I know that that's one of your interests, and I know that it's a fairly divisive thing, and you've been trying to, like, raise more awareness of it and stuff like that. I think, you know, that, I mean, there's always going to there's always going to be people who don't enjoy the same things that you do, right? And that's just life. I think as long as people can respect that they don't like the same things as you, then that's fine. It only becomes a problem when people don't respect your opinion on something, right? I mean, it's like, to use football as an example, it's one of those things where I have no interest in football whatsoever. It's just I don't care about it. I've never really cared about it. But I'm not gonna tell someone who really enjoys football, like, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid because you enjoy football and I don't. You know, I think, as long as you can be respectful of the fact that somebody else enjoys something that you don't, or you enjoy something that somebody else doesn't, then it's fine. But unfortunately, not everyone can be like that. You know, there are people out there who believe that their opinion is fact. You know, I like this thing, therefore anyone who doesn't like this thing is wrong. You know, that does happen. It happens. That's life, you know. There's always going to be someone who thinks that because they enjoy something, because they're interested in something, that everyone else must be. It happens. Hi, Matt, on YouTube. How you doing? I uploaded a video today of my own horse being trained by me jumping over small fences, and someone reported it for animal cruelty and it got taken down. Unfortunately, there is quite literally nothing you can do about that. That's TikTok. That's just TikTok. Obviously, what you were doing is not animal cruelty. It's, you know, training a horse to do jumps is not animal cruelty. But as you and I both know, the TikTok reporting system is so fundamentally broken. I recommend appealing it. You can try and appeal it, but you know, if you've seen my struggles with the TikTok reporting system, I've had my live streams reported so many times under false pretenses, and every single time it's, you know, it's just some troll who's turned up and decided to report me for whatever reason, and TikTok just uncritically takes it at face value. So when it comes to, like, being, you know, when it comes to people reporting your videos for, you know, in this case animal cruelty, there's not really much you can do apart from try to appeal it, but that's just TikTok. That's just how TikTok's reporting system is. Have you considered doing YouTube Shorts as well, by the way, Sophie? Because anything that you post on TikTok, you can quite comfortably post on YouTube Shorts as well, or Instagram, another good place. The content, the sort of ideal content on Instagram is slightly different from TikTok. Like, Instagram prefers really, really short videos. whereas obviously TikTok prefers videos that are around a minute long. But, you know, if you are having trouble with TikTok, if your videos keep getting falsely reported and stuff like that, do consider posting them on YouTube Shorts as well, and like I say, maybe Instagram, because it's another potential way to reach people with your content, right? And despite everything, you know, despite all of YouTube's problems, it is a lot better with stuff like that. You know, it's unlikely that you'll get a video removed because it's falsely flagged as animal cruelty. You know, that sort of thing doesn't happen on YouTube. Not in the same way as it does on TikTok. Because on TikTok, anyone can just be like, oh, animal cruelty, and then TikTok's just like, yeah, okay, I believe you. TikTok sounds like a waste of time, to be fair. It honestly... TikTok... I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about TikTok. I've always had very mixed feelings about TikTok. As a platform, it's shit. It is absolutely in the fucking gutter. It's a terrible, terrible platform. And yet, it is one of the best platforms to grow on. It's one of the easiest platforms to grow on and to reach new people, which is very annoying, because the best platform to reach new audiences happens to be a massive pile of shit that nobody wants to use. Which is why I try to use TikTok as a means of getting people to watch my other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, all of the stuff that I do on YouTube, on TikTok, is just trying to subtly nudge people towards following me on other platforms. Again, it's a good platform for reaching people, but it's a terrible platform by every other metric, which makes it very annoying. I came to that conclusion with Kick. Everyone's an artist on it, just on Twitch now. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, I've not really noticed any problems with Kick, but Kick, to be honest, Kick just kind of sits there in the background. I appreciate my Kick viewers, you know, Pappy and Dagger are kind of my two regular viewers on Kick, and I appreciate them, and it's nice to have that platform as an option for people who aren't on Twitch, or, you know, who don't want to watch on Twitch, or don't want to, you know, who aren't able to watch on Twitch or the other platforms that I'm on. Twitch is always going to be my main platform for streaming. You know, to be clear, I might stream on YouTube and I might stream on Kick and I might even start streaming on TikTok again in the future. But Twitch is always going to be my main platform for my streaming content, and I don't think that's a problem. I don't think it's a problem, you know, to have a main platform that you focus on and then have these other platforms just kind of in the background, you know? Because again, the thing is, like, Kick, I don't really do much with Kick. I just start the stream and let it run, and because I've got because we got multi-chat and multi-stream, no matter what platform you're viewing on, you can take part in the conversation, right? Like, you can see the on-screen chat. Even though Pappy and Dagger are watching on a different platform, you can still talk to them because all of the chat is merged into one on the screen. So it's nice to, you know, it's nice to have those extra platforms just so that people have the option of where they want to view. But thanks to multi-stream and multi-chat, you can just watch wherever you like, right? And I can focus my attention on Twitch primarily, but still have those other platforms, you know, going on in the background, which is nice. So-called anti-cruelty supporters send me videos of super rare accidents in horse races, and yeah, I know that feeling, Sophie. I know exactly how you feel. I mean, you're always going to get that, you know. Unfortunately, like you say, with horse racing, it's a subject that the general public is not very knowledgeable about. And, you know, as a trans femme content creator, it's the exact same thing as whenever you make a video talking about trans issues, because the general public has no idea about trans issues, right? The general public doesn't really know what being trans is. They don't know what trans people actually go through. So you'll post a video and there's always going to be one person that's like, oh, well, trans people don't know how easy they have it, you know, that trans people aren't being targeted in this country. Like, they are, you're just uneducated on the reality of the situation, you know. It's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. You're trying to share knowledge with somebody who is not necessarily willing to listen. And unfortunately, you know, you can't control who's going to see your videos. It's going to reach those kinds of people. There's always going to be someone who... I've always said, you know, my videos, the kind of content that I make, the videos that I make about my experience as a trans person specifically, my target audience is people who are less knowledgeable but willing to learn. That's really the sweet spot. There's three types of viewers. Whenever you make a video that's about a niche concept, about a niche hobby or something like that, there's always three types of potential viewer. There's the people who already are familiar with the subject matter. There's people who aren't familiar with the subject matter but they want to learn. And there's people who aren't familiar with the subject matter and they're also not interested in it. And unfortunately, you're going to get a lot of viewers in that third category. You're going to get a lot of people finding your videos who don't know anything about horse racing, and they also don't want to know. You know what I mean? And the audience that you want is the people who maybe aren't quite as knowledgeable about it, but are willing to learn. Done a food for thought, by the way? Oh, thank you, Pappy Chuckle. Just give me a second. But yeah, that's always the struggle. Like I say, with content creation, that's always the struggle. If you're making a video about a certain topic, you're always going to get those three types of viewers. You're going to get the people who are already knowledgeable about the topic, the people who aren't knowledgeable but are willing to learn, and the people who aren't knowledgeable and aren't interested. And just by virtue of how algorithms work and, you know, feeds work on social media, a lot of people who aren't interested in your content are going to see your content. I know people love to joke about the For You page, like, oh, this video is on your For You page for a reason, but even with the best, like, algorithm in the world, people still get shown content that they're not interested in. People are still going to get shown videos that they have absolutely no desire to watch, which is why you get transphobes in your comment section on videos about the trans experience, right? Because people who aren't interested and aren't willing to learn are still going to get fed those videos. And like with the horse racing thing, theoretically, the algorithm should be showing those videos to people who are interested in horse racing or who want to know more about horse racing, but in reality, a lot of the people who end up seeing that video are going to be people who aren't interested and don't know anything about the subject. Does that make sense? So, sorry if that might sound like a lot of yap, but I hope you kind of got what I was trying to say there. It's just, it's kind of posting a video on the internet. It's not like making a very precise, targeted post at individual people. It's more like just throwing it out there, and some of the people who see it are going to be interested, some of the people who see it aren't going to be interested, and some of the people who see it are going to tell you to kill yourself. That's how it goes. some of the people who see your videos are going to say you're a terrible person and I hate you. That's just what happens. Okay. Anyway, Pappy, thank you for redeeming that, Pappy. So Pappy has redeemed a food for thought. He says, Bamzuki creatures are real. Oh god, who remembers Bamzuki, by the way? What a great fucking show. We should bring back Bamzuki. There we go. Bamzuki creatures are real. Thank you, Pappy. I don't have anywhere to... Oh, I can put it here, actually, because we're not using the gear shifter today. Funny thing is, most of the trolling comes from TikTok as well. Yeah. TikTok, again, that's the irony of it, because TikTok claims to have, like, the best algorithm, and everyone's always talking about how great the TikTok algorithm is. Like, the For You page is one of the most advanced social media feeds, you know, in terms of catering to your views. But it's really not. It's really not. I will scroll through TikTok and see videos from transphobes. You know, I'll scroll through TikTok and see videos from racists, and it's like, this should not be on my For You page. And as much as people love to, you know, joke about it and be like, oh, well, you know, maybe those videos are showing up on your For You page for a reason. No, they're not. So sometimes you will just get a video that doesn't belong on there at all. So sometimes TikTok will just say, here's a video that you have absolutely no interest in. It happens. And unfortunately, again, if you post a video on TikTok, unfortunately, a lot of the people who see that video are going to be people who aren't interested in listening to it, you know, or paying any attention to it. Anyway, back to the farm. I'm going to drive back home and get some kit. I don't mind who looks at videos as long as they're willing to be educated or are already informed on it. That's exactly. That's the thing, Sophie. That's the sweet spot. All you can do is hope to reach people in that category. And not everyone will be, but that's... With my videos, that's always the audience that I want to reach. I want to reach people who are willing to learn, you know, whether they're knowledgeable or not. As long as they're interested in the subject and they want to learn more, that's who I want to reach. But some people don't want to learn. You cannot teach somebody who isn't willing to learn. It's as simple as that. See if the Bamzuki website is on the Wayback Machine and create your own creature. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, we're definitely going to do another one of those chill streams next month. And maybe we'll make it a longer one, because we did spend a lot of the last stream watching that Blame It on Jorge video, and it was a great video, but it took up most of the live stream. I think maybe next month we'll do a 5-hour chill stream, because then we got a lot more time to do a variety of activities. Coming from someone older, there's a lot of ignorant people out there. Exactly, Mega Rocker. That's, you know, that's life. I do think, you know, I don't want to sound ageist about it, but I do think that when you get to it, a lot of people get to a certain age, and then they kind of feel like they know everything. Which is an attitude that I just don't understand. But, you know, some people are just like, right, well... But some people seem to think that once you've finished, like, formal education, you just stop learning and there's nothing else to learn for the rest of your life. Like, you should always be learning. Every day of your life should be a learning day. But you know what I mean. There's always going to be some people who are just kind of sat there with crossed arms, like, oh, you can't teach me anything. I know everything there is to know. Again, some people are just too stubborn to even be open to the possibility of learning something new. And in particular, you know, people hate learning things that challenge what they already believe. That's why it's so hard, you know, as a trans person, trying to, you know, deprogram transphobia and trying to help... trying to make transphobic people see that, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just a person. And it's always difficult to explain... It's always difficult to try and explain that experience to people who've learned a certain way, you know, people who've been taught this rigid binary, and, you know, people who've been taught about these very strict stereotypes of men and women and male and female. It's difficult to teach someone something new, but it's even more difficult to teach somebody that what they've already learned is inaccurate. You know what I mean? Like to say to somebody, you know, the thing that you got taught when you were younger isn't accurate. People don't like that. People don't like, you know. Again, it's teaching somebody something new is one thing, but teaching somebody something that overwrites what they've previously learned, that's an even more difficult task, you know. And unfortunately, not a lot of people are receptive to that. Not a lot of people are willing to admit that their understanding may be out of date and maybe inaccurate, and there may be more to learn. You know, not everybody's receptive to that kind of reality. If you're nice to me, I'm nice back. That's how it should be, Mega Rocker. You know, it should just be as simple as that. Hopefully the ritual video next. That was a creepy one. Yeah, definitely. I like the creepy stuff. I like the idea of reacting to more scary videos in future. Okay, we're in January. Are any of our crops ready? No, not yet. We try another contract then? Oh. All the contracts are gone. There's no contracts left. Shit. It's almost 7:30 anyway, and I did say that we'd play Farming Sim till 7:30, so maybe we should wrap things up here and head over to Stardew. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that I could do before we finish up? I don't think so, really. It's all because there was a bad fall at the York races last weekend, and the anti-horse racing people all saw it and decided not to read into what happened and the amount of care and work that went into saving the horses. Yeah, again, it's like I was saying, people have this idea of horse racing that's out of date, because, I mean, you know, let's be honest, let's be perfectly honest. Horse racing did, in the past, used to be quite cruel, and there were, you know, horses were treated badly in the past. And unfortunately, people have that view of horse racing, but they're unwilling to learn how it's changed over the years. You know what I mean? Again, it's the exact same thing that I was saying earlier. Once somebody's learned something, it's very difficult to convince them that what they've learned is inaccurate. So if people have this vision of horse racing as this really cruel, horrible thing, and as soon as a horse trips over one time, it gets put down, or whatever other mad bollocks they believe. Once they believe that, it's very difficult to explain to them that actually it's not like that. That's a very outdated, way of looking at it, and modern horse racing is so much less cruel and so much kinder to the animals, and it's all different now, But again, you can't convince people of that because they already have an idea of what horse racing looks like in their minds, right? And it's just so hard to convince somebody that the information they already have is incorrect. Again, as a trans content creator, I know that feeling. It's like talking to a brick wall sometimes. Some people just, they've already got an idea in their head and they won't be convinced otherwise. They won't have it shifted. Calling next Spider Bamzuki, says Pappy Chuckle. That's not a bad suggestion, actually. Not a bad suggestion. Okay. We are now going to play some Stardew Valley. So let me just turn back to the big camera for a second. I'll go ahead and update my... Update my stream categories. There we go. I am going to have to switch webcam off for a second, so because I'm going to have to restart split cam, so you will lose me for about 30 seconds. I'll switch over to this screen here. Ignore the timer, it's inaccurate. There we go. You won't be able to see or hear me for about 30 seconds, but I won't be long. Okay, welcome back. We all good? Oh, let me comb my hair real quick. There we go. Okay, so we're now on the second monitor, and we're going to play some Stardew Valley. Let me go ahead and get it launched. Oh, I need to launch Steam first of all. That's why the music's on, because it's going to take a minute for me to switch everything over. It's a shame you only had one co-op session on Stardew. I mean, it is open. You know, anyone's free to join if they're interested. We've only had one co-op session so far, but you know that if anyone else does want to join, that you're more than welcome to. Sophie says, definitely, if you ever get a chance to look at like the Grand National from the 70s and 80s, the hedgerow fences were 8 foot high and the hurdles were 6 foot, and the water jumps were over a metre long. Now it's all jumps are under 5'3" and water jumps are half a metre long. There you go. Exactly. Again, people just don't understand. It all just comes back to people being unwilling to like unlearn something or to like relearn something, because once you've been taught that something is a certain way, it's very difficult to then be convinced that that it's actually a different way. You know, again, it's like, you know, sorry to keep relating it back to being trans, but it's, you know, it's a particularly apt comparison. I think it's like, you know, when, you know, people have this idea about basic biology and XX and XY chromosomes and biological males and biological females. Once you have that very rigid view of gender and sex, it's very difficult to then explain to somebody with those views the more complex reality of sex and gender, right? Also, sorry, the music's very loud on the main menu on this game. But yeah, it just, it's the same thing. Once somebody's learned, you know, this is how this thing is, this is the reality of this, you know, thing, it's then very difficult to tell them, actually, it's like this. Another good example, you know, I did A-level chemistry, so I didn't end up pursuing it at degree level, but I did A-level chemistry. And one of the very first things, literally one of the first things that I learned in A-level chemistry was the Bohr model of the atom, with the nucleus in the middle and the protons and electrons, you know, the electrons in the shells around the outside, is completely wrong. It's a completely inaccurate representation of what atoms actually look like. Now, if you've ever had a science lesson, if you've ever had a chemistry lesson, you will have been taught the Bohr model of the atom, right? You know exactly what I mean. You'll have seen a picture of it. You've got the nucleus in the middle with all the protons and the neutrons, and then you've got like almost like planets around the outside orbiting it. That's the Bohr model of the atom, and everybody learns that in science at some point, right? That's basic chemistry, right? Literally the first day, I'm not even exaggerating, the first day of my A-level chemistry course, we learned that the Bohr model of the atom is inaccurate. The very first thing that they said to us was, everything that you learn about chemistry, you know, in secondary, you know, at GCSE level, is inaccurate. Why? Why do they teach you inaccurate information? Well, it's because it's simpler, right? Like, they don't teach you the more complex atomic structure at GCSE level because you don't need to know it. Like, you only need to know the basics. And it's the exact same thing with gender, with biology. You know, they don't teach you about intersex conditions and, you know, abnormal chromosome pairings and stuff like that. They don't teach you that at GCSE level because you don't need to know. They just teach you male and female. And then as soon as you get to A-level biology, as soon as you get to like university level biology, you learn that the reality is more complicated than that. It's the exact same thing. It all just comes back to the version that you have been taught is a simplified version of the actual thing, right? Like, reality is more complex than what you get taught in school, right? You know, we could sit here and talk about the education system all day. I don't want to do that, but the point is, like, the things that you learn in school are simplified versions of how the world actually works, right? Like, the real world is more complex than what you get taught as a school kid. And that applies to so much stuff. Like, any subject is more complex than just a surface level understanding is gonna give you, right? Anyway, let's dive in. My chemistry teacher was Walter White, says Meg Rocket. Nice. Oh, thirsty today. Okay, what do we actually need to do? Oh, did I already... Something odd going on in the community centre. Oh, we've been there. What's in the mailbox? Farmer Saul, I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? Do we have cauliflower? I don't know if we do. We don't. Let me fish for a little bit while I remember what I actually need to do in this game, because it's been a while since I played. Hey, we got one. Nice. 6-inch sunfish. Well, that's a bit pathetic, isn't it? My chemistry teacher lied to the school about his doctorate qualifications. Wow. Okay, 17-inch smallmouth bass. Nice. Oh, wait, what? Maybe we should go back to the mines, because there's a couple of quests related to that. If I get a bit of food... Well, actually, I've got Joja Cola. That should be all right. Oh dear, tired today. not the fishing rod. Right, put the fishing rod away, son. Ah, there we go. Right. How do I switch hotbars? There we go. Very dark down here. What even am I? What is this that I'm attacking right now? I don't know, but it took some killing. I don't remember it being this dark down here before. This definitely seems like something you do in your own time and occasionally show your progress on stream. That's something that I could see myself doing, yeah. I could see myself playing it just in my free time, and then maybe once a month we do a little stream where I kind of check in and show you what I've been up to. Ah, there we go. I'll be right back. Going to try peeling that post. No worries, Sophie. Good luck. Oh, zombie. Is it a zombie? It looks like a zombie. Oh, there's multiple. Oh, a dwarf scroll? Oh, cool. God, these take some killing. Okay, I really want to get to level 40 today, though. I don't know how much deeper I need to go. See, the ladder still hasn't appeared yet. This is the time you'd want a second person grinding the farm out? Yeah. Oh my god, are you going to make me destroy every single stone in this place? Well, I've done it. Now what? Have I reached, like, the very bottom of the mine? Is this as deep as it goes? Because no other, like, ladder has appeared. Ah! Okay, it was just hidden in the darkness. Oh, what? Oh, I don't like that. These zombies are such a pain. Oh, I can't even craft any torches. How do I get round to that other part? Ah. Skull Cavern is infinite, and then Volcano Dungeon's meant to be 10 levels? Okay. Hey, Mr. Carter, how are you doing? Oh. Yes! That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. We got to level 40. Thank God. Visit Gunther at the museum. Right, I'll do that tomorrow. Nothing special, just eating a burger. Nice one, Mr. Carter. Enjoy. Yes, it's getting late. It's midnight. Yes, go to sleep. Do you like burgers? I like burgers. Now, are you more of a beef or chicken burger kind of person? Because I prefer beef burgers. I don't mind a chicken burger, but when I think of a burger, I think of a cheeseburger, you know. Omnigeode. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, Gunther can tell you more about this artifact. So we need to take that to Gunther. Let's do it then. Where's the museum? Ah, there. Open 8 till 6. Right. Let's head over. Like chicken burger, but also beef burger. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, look, there's sakura petals in there. Cute. The music for this is bringing back all the memories of grinding that me and a mate had to do on this. Right, we've still got half an hour for the shop, so I'll do a tiny bit of fishing while we wait. Come on, let's see what we got. Sunfish. 8 inches. Nice. Let's head to the museum and show Gunther our scroll. There you go, man. Okay. I've just donated it. What happens now? It said Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum, right? Well, I've just donated it. But now he won't tell me anything about it. Was I supposed to talk to him first? Is there no way for me to find out about this now? That's annoying. What other food do you like? Ooh. Good question. I mean, in terms of meals, one of my favourite meals is pie. I like pie. No, I'm good, thanks, Arby. I like pie. In particular, I like steak and ale pie. That's really good. That's my favourite pie. Nice bit of pie and mash. That's a good meal. Okay, none of our plants are ready, by the way. Let's just do some more fishing. I've got an itch on my neck there for some reason. Pie, mash, chili vinegar and liquor. Ooh, see, I don't like vinegar. I'm afraid I'm not a vinegar enjoyer. But I do like pie and mash. Pie and mash and some onion gravy. Ooh. Hey, smallmouth bass. I like dark chocolate. Me too. Me too. Big fan of dark chocolate. Warm apple pie, American Pie reference. Oh, yeah. Not sure that'd really be my cup of tea. Or my slice of pie, for that matter. Now, if we're talking about sweet pies, though, lemon meringue. Lemon meringue pie. Apple pie's okay. Apple pie's okay. But again, if we're going for a sweet pie, I just like lemon in general. I like lemon cheesecake. But savoury pie, it's got to be steak and ale for me. I do like a nice chicken pie, though. Love apple crumble, that's my favourite dessert. Crumble's okay. Crumble's okay. Last year, one of our neighbours... we've got a huge pear tree in our back garden, and one of our neighbours came round and asked if they could take some pears from the tree, and obviously we said yeah, because it's got like thousands of pears on it, far too many pears for us to use, and they're cooking pears as well, so they're quite bitter to just like eat off the tree. So neighbour came round, said, you know, can I have a basket of pears? And then she came round again a few days later, and she'd made pear upside down cake. It was so fucking good. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. I want to learn how to make it myself because I've never made it myself. But oh, it was just so sweet, so. I mean, I like pears. You know, I'm a big fan of pears in general. And pear upside down cake. It's kind of, they're almost like caramelized. They're not quite like completely reduced to sugar, but they're very nearly. So like it's almost like crystallized fruit, but still soft. I'm probably not describing it very well. Point is, I had some pear upside down cake that my neighbour made, and it was very nice. Mince pie, I do love mince pies. I'm a big mince pie enjoyer. The thing is, most of my family aren't big on mince pies, so whenever Christmas comes around, and whenever I'm like round at the family, you know, round at my mum's house for Christmas or whatever, I always end up getting loads of mince pies because nobody else eats them. Like, they get bought, but nobody else eats them. Hey, smallmouth bream. Oh, requires 1 coal. We do have coal, right? Yeah. Only 3 pieces, though. Fruit pie or apple crumble are not for me. Puts me off when the consistency is like someone already chewed it for me. I get what you're saying about consistency, Pappy Chuckle. It can be a bit hit or miss. My grandma made a chocolate sponge pudding with warm chocolate custard. Oh, I'll tell you what I love. I mean, a chocolate sponge is good, but sticky toffee pudding. There's a guy on TikTok, I forget his name, but there's a guy on TikTok who his entire TikTok account is sticky toffee pudding reviews. He like goes to every restaurant he can find that serves sticky toffee pudding and reviews them. And it's I can't remember his name. I can't remember the name of his channel. But I love a good sticky toffee pudding. I like a Christmas pudding as well. Who else likes Christmas pudding? Because it's another one of those things that, you know, in my family, not really very popular. I like it, and my stepmom likes it, but that's about it. Like, nobody else really enjoys it. So I just end up getting a whole Christmas pudding to myself, pretty much, every year. But I love it. With a bit of double cream. Mmm. Christmas pudding with double cream. Yeah. Drowning custard and cream. I'm not so big on custard. I don't mind custard, but for me, just the cream's enough. I kind of want one now. I'm kind of in the mood for a Christmas pudding. The thing about Christmas pudding is you can buy it at any time of year. You know, you don't have to wait till Christmas. They are available to purchase year-round. Nothing's stopping you. Except society. Society doesn't want you eating Christmas pudding in September. Hey! 19-inch bream. The dream bream is real. Wait, actually, yeah, that's a record bream. We still haven't got a 20-inch bream yet. It's gonna happen. The 20-inch dream bream on stream is gonna happen one day. Why don't you have animated emotes? Good question. Why don't I have animated emotes on Kick? I think I just haven't set them up yet. We do have a couple on Twitch, but they're sub only. Level up fishing. Cheesecake, but the biscuit base is ginger nuts and lemon juice mixed with the topping. Oh, yes. Now, me, I remember very distinctly when I was younger, my auntie made a cheesecake, and she used hobnobs as the base. Oh, it was really, really unique. Really, really great. Ginger nuts are a good base as well. I do like, you know, I feel like with cheesecake, a lot of people just go very basic and they just get like digestives for the base. But like the base is as you can have as much flavor in the base as you can with the other layers, right? What's stopping you from you know, crushing up some ginger nuts for the base? What's stopping you from like maybe using Nice biscuits for the base for a little bit more sweetness, you know? Like I say, my aunt made it once with hobnobs as the base, and it was really good, really, really good. Or you could use chocolate biscuits, not like chocolate covered biscuits, but like biscuits that have got the chocolate baked in, like bourbons. But then again, bourbons have got a layer of chocolate filling as well, haven't they? So you'd have to scrape that off. You must be able to get chocolate biscuits that don't have chocolate sauce. Can you get those? Can you get like, you know, like a bourbon but without the filling? Can you get those? Maybe. You can? Right. Well, that'd make a good base for a cheesecake, right? You could do a chocolatey cheesecake. Anyway, sorry, back to the game. We've unlocked Crab Pot. Oh, cool. My grandma also makes very boozy Christmas pudding. Oh, yeah. Love a nice boozy Christmas pudding. I have an idea for your emotes. Go ahead, Carter. You can buy chocolate digestives, can you? Like chocolate as in not a regular digestive with chocolate spread on the top, like a digestive where the actual biscuit itself is chocolate, right? You can get those? I did not know about this. What are we going to do today? Let's have a look at the journal. Let's see what we need to do. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned a place in the Adventurers Guild. Reach level 40 in the... We've reached level 40 in the mines. We've done that. Yes, the actual biscuit is baked with cocoa batter. I didn't know you could get those. But cool. Oh! Chickens! We could do chickens. Oh, cool. What do I need? In exchange for raw materials and money, she'll construct new buildings on your farm. Right. Opens 9 AM. We'll go up there and we'll see how it, see how much it costs. Dear Farmer Saul, I'd like to apologise for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's a really nice little house. However, you might need some space someday. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Oh, cool. Oh, a kitchen? Cool. Where can I message you? Can I message you on Instagram? You can do, but, you know, if you have any suggestions for emotes, you can just put them in the chat. That's fine too. The right side of your farm is turning into a popular symbol from the 40s. Oh, it kind of is a bit, yeah. It's kind of going in that direction, you know? Oh, is that going to be the coop? Is that building there going to be the coop? I wonder. God, look at all these horseradishes. I've been collecting a lot of those today. Right, this is the carpenter's workshop, right? But she doesn't open till 9. Oh, I see one. Hold on, I need to get this horseradish now. Now that I've seen it, I've got to get it. Hey! Construct farm buildings. Coop requires 4,000 coins, 300 wood, and 100 stone, and it takes 3 days to build. Okay. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And upgrading the house costs 10,000. Right. I need to buy some more seeds. Oh. What's going on here? Morris. Hey, Morris. Coupons for 50% off your purchase at Joja Mart. Oh, okay. Any takers? Oh, gonna lose all his customers. Oh wait, I can go to the other parts of the house now. Cool. Didn't realise. The coop is foreshadowing to the grind. Okay, so I'm going to buy some seeds. That's a start. Oh, didn't we need like 5,000 to upgrade our fishing rod as well? That'll have to wait. I'm going to focus on this coop first. I do wish watering didn't take so long. There we go. Fishing time. Hi everyone, it's Sophie. Hi Sophie. Oh, I keep missing the max just by a bit. I keep going a little bit too far, I think. Oh. No, I didn't go far enough that time. Oh no, that time I went too far because I saw it bounce off the top and come back down again. Sunfish. Is there not a better spot? Let's try this side. Hey, Max. Now I've just got to actually catch. Oh! River jelly. Hey, Max again. Thought I'd make a noise. I appreciate it, Sophie. Thank you. I still need to update the sound alerts, though. There's some on there that are for games that we haven't played in ages. Ooh, 11-inch sunfish, nice. I think there is a way that you can do it where you can set up multiple soundboards and you can like choose which one. So we could have like stream specific ones. Like for Stardew, you could have the sound of a catch, so that you could wind me up when I'm fishing. Or the sound of the bobber going into the water. We fucking done it! We done it! We got the dream bream! We got the supreme bream! 21-inch bream. That's a big fucking bream, is what it is. Have I got... I don't have like a ruler or anything. 21 inches, that's like... I mean... That's about a foot, right? So pretty big bream, probably a little bit more than that maybe. That's maybe about as wide as the window that I'm in right now if I reach to both sides of the frame. There we go. So not bad, not bad. I'm satisfied. All this time I've been waiting to catch a 20+ inch bream, and we've done it. And that's it. We don't have to play Stardew ever again now. I've caught the supreme bream. We're done. That's it, get them all sold. Wait, how do I... How do I trash something? Ah, like that. I think that was a full can that I just got rid of. Whoops. Let's go. Let's take an early night. $500, not bad. The bookseller is in town today. Cool. Scarecrow. Fuck's sake. A single parsnip is ready. That's something, I suppose. Do I get a higher chance of bigger fish in the rain? I would assume. Worth a try. Whoa! What the fuck? What was that all about? What the fuck was that? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not even going to say anything. There's... Why? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not. Who calls a fish that? Who names a fish that? Oh, another one of these. What is this that's moving around so much? I mean, it's got to be something rare, right, for it to be this tricky to catch. I don't know what that is, but it's very quick. I want to get a max cast, but I keep missing it. I keep going a bit too far over. There we go. I don't like the noises that happen when it's raining in this game. Why do they happen? Raining can change things for fishing in this. Some things are only at certain times. Right. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Easiest fish I've ever caught. That wasn't Max? Oh. An 18-inch bass. Okay. So we've caught 3 smallmouth bass and 1 chub. 17 inches, I might add. That's a big chub. I mean, can you even call it a chub at that at that length? I'm gonna stop. I said I wasn't gonna make that joke, and then I went ahead and made it anyway. Ooh, I see a... what is that? What is that little white one? Well, we'll find out, because I've got to go and get it. Oh, yeah. Knackered today. Been a good stream though, all things considered. Got off to a shaky start. Leak. I thought it was a leak, but I didn't want to say. Yeah, I got off to a shaky start with the power troubles. And it was very quiet at the beginning, but we've, you know, it's turned into a pretty decent stream, all told. And we got Simulator Saturday tomorrow, looking forward to that. More firefighting sim and fast food sim. Oh, I can't climb the... Oh, I could use the swings, cool. But I can't climb the rock wall. Then Sunday is going to be more Portal Stories. Mel? Then I joined and made everything better, says Sophie. You did. Yeah, it started out very quiet on Twitch today. And then on Monday we got Minecraft. A very special Minecraft Monday, as I alluded to previously. But you will have to tune in to find out why. Because I'm not going to tell you. Started Only Fools and Horses again. Forgot how funny it was. Oh, I love Only Fools and Horses. One of my favourites. I have got a DVD box set of the entire show. Oh, I don't think... Have we been down here before? Yeah, we have. It comes out to the south of our farm. I want to make a perfect... Is that a frog? Is that what keeps making the noise? Is it a frog? It's a very deep ribbit for a frog. It sounds like a frog that's the size of a boulder. Why can I not get a perfect cast right now? Hey! Right, don't blow it, Saul. Don't blow it. I fucking blew it. Right, let's go home. I mean, we can do a little bit more fishing before we go to bed. Pappy says, Saul requires your assistance in the kitchen tomorrow. Take your horse to the local library and borrow a computer. Yeah, I hope you can join us for a Simulator Saturday stream soon, Sophie. Not tomorrow, obviously, but once you do get your new laptop, you'll be more than welcome to join us. In fact, we could do with all the hands we can get for Fast Food Sim. Come on. Hit. Oh. Slippery one, this. All that for a 12-inch chub. I've already had a 17-incher, mate. Let's go to bed. As soon as I have everything sorted, I'll let you know. Nice one, Sophie. Look forward to it. Wow, we made almost $1,000 today? Holy shit. Nice, nice. Oh, you can't see because it's behind my head. We got 2,365 gold right now. This all tomorrow we're getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There's a little clearing beyond the forest west of town where we hold the dance. Arrive between 9 and 2 if you're interested. Okay. So do I need to go around town and ask people if they want to go to the dance with me? Oh, I need water. Right. Let's go find some people. Oh. Well, fuck you very much, Shane. Didn't even want to ask you to the dance anyway. There is literally nobody else around, though, which is unfortunate. Oh, can I sell clams and cockles? Is there money to be made in that? With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. Ah, okay. Say no more. Aha. Robin. Okay. Maybe I'll just go home and start gathering wood, because I need quite a lot of it for the chicken coop as well. I can't see us doing the drive-through with just 2 of us. Even 3 would be sketchy, but possible, preferably 4. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do the drive-through for a while yet. How much wood do we have in storage? 104, that's good. Good start. Okay, we actually are going to need to cut down quite a few trees to get this wood. Starting to feel exhausted. Oh dear. I don't have anything to eat. Well, I guess we'll have to go to sleep. I could fish. And I've got no energy left. Shit. Will Sophie have a mic? I don't know. Do you have a mic, Sophie? No worries if not. We can make it work. Hey. The tulips. I've got a headset. Yes, nice one. Where was the dance? A little clearing west of the town, they said, but... Where is that? Oh my god, we're gonna have so much money! Damn. All new staff will need a DBS check. You can park your horse outside. Ah, the festival's been set up. Come back later. Right. The flower dance has begun in the forest. Okay. Well, I'm already on my way back home, so I'll go and sell the dandelion and the leek that I've just picked up. And then we'll go down this way. Oh, okay. Whoa, where was all this earlier? Oh, cool. A rare crow. Have you tried the red jelly? Ooh. Okay. Can I actually do anything at the flower festival apart from just talk to everybody and buy stuff? I mean, I don't think there's really much I can do. I'm guessing once I leave it ends. Oh. How do I leave? Why can I not leave? Oh. Oh, I see. Flower dance, right. It's a very strange dance. Was that it? The girls just do this while the guys walk very slowly towards them. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm not going to disrespect the culture of this island, you know, if that's how they do it. Bit of an unusual dance, but sure. Yeah, I think I'll go to sleep. Hey, level 3 farming, watering can proficiency, hoe proficiency. New crafting recipe, bee house. Nice, we can get bees. We can make speed grow, and we can cook farmer's lunch. Axe proficiency, charcoal kiln. Oh, look at all that bank as well. Oh. It's such a shame we're not going to be able to build the chicken coop today, because we're so close, but I don't want to run over. We are going to leave it here for today. We got 3,861 gold, which is very good. We're just shy of the 4,000 that we need for the chicken coop. We do need a lot more wood, and we need quite a bit more stone as well. Actually, no, we don't. We got plenty of stone. Wait, didn't we only need 300 woods? Maybe we could build the chicken coop today. Let me just try and get 300 woods. Flower dance as a channel point reward. Okay, we are really close. That's got to be against Twitch terms of service getting wood live on stream. Okay, that's it. We got 300. So just to double check, I think it was 300 wood, 400 stones, and 4,000 coins, right? So all we need is like 150 coins. Let me go and double check. Oh, we only need 100 stone? Right. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. So we are going to overrun very slightly. I just need to make 150 coins, and we can build the chicken coop, and then we'll end the stream there. We did start 40 minutes late today, to be fair. Through no fault of my own, but we did start 40 minutes late. Oh, I see some bubbling waters. I don't know if we can reach them, though. No, we can't quite. Right, I need you to lock the fuck in now. We need 140 coins, so stop fishing out fucking algae. That's better. Okay. It's a start. Where's the deeper water? Stop fishing out crap. I need money. Okay. I'm going to fish until I'm exhausted, which I nearly am. Just because that gives me the best chance of making enough money. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, max cast. Good. All of that for a 10-inch sunfish. Come on. Cool. Okay, last chance. Oh, I've missed it. Yes. Good. Hey! We got enough. We can get a chicken coop. Squirrel. Okay, we gotta wait till 9. Just waiting patiently. That got me. That got me, Sophie. Thank you for that. You had me there for a second. Okay, let's do it. Ah, right, okay. Build. Ah, I can choose where to put it. Oh, for... I want to put it down here. I don't want to put it right in the corner because we won't get into it. I mean, we can move buildings once they're built, so we could just put it anywhere for now. Just as long as it gets built, right? That's the main thing. So let's put it behind the house for now. In fact, let's put it up here.